Hello everyone, my name is Pallav Agarwal and today I want to show you Uvan's P4305 digital power supply. It can work from 0 to 30 volt and can supply up to 5 ampere. So let us see what features this power supply offers. So on the front panel we have on and off button with the help of which we can power on the power supply. On screen we have voltage reading, current reading and power reading, and all three readings are with 3 decimal place. So that is a big advantage with this power supply. So this section is mainly for configuration. You can set the voltage, you can set the current limit, and you can even set over voltage protection and over current protection. For example, if you're working on a board where you know, okay, your power supply, your power requirement is never going to be more than, let's say, 9 volt, and your current is never going to be more than 1 ampere. So you can set it like this, so that even by mistake, also if you are trying to set anything higher than that, it will not allow you. For example, if I try to enable this, it will not output 11 volt, but it will give you an alarm. For example, see, right? So if I go 9 volt, it will allow. Okay, so this is one feature they have. So in order to set the voltage, what I have to do is, with the help of these navigation arrows, I can move the highlight digit, and accordingly I can change. For example, if I want to change only 5 millivolt, I'll be able to do it easily with the help of this. But if I want to change in volts, I can do this quickly, right? And similarly, I can change the current. So maximum current it can supply is 5 ampere. See how, if I want to change 100 milliampere current at a time, I can do this. 10 milliampere current at a time, I can like this. Only 1 milliampere at a time, I can do like this. Okay, so let us see what other functionalities are there inside. For example, let's go inside system menu. So inside system menu you have utility, you have port, you have system. So inside utility you have brightness control. So this is for LCD brightness. This is for language change, if you want to change it to Chinese or English. Then you have beeper, right? So now it is enabled. But if you want to disable it, you can use these arrows. And then the display mode. So this is number mode, and there is another mode which is called graph mode. So in this you will see the graph, and then your voltage and current readings will be here. So these are the two modes in which display can be configured. So with the help of this setting, you can set in curve mode. So for example, now this is in curve mode, right? If I don't want, I want in number mode only, so I can select like this. Okay, and then let us see what is there in the port setting. So this power supply offers USB or RS232 interface. So for that, these are the configuration which we can change if we want. This is for baud rate. This is for parity bits, stop bits. Data bits are fixed to 8. Let's see what is there in system. So system is showing model number P4305. Firmware version is V1.5.0. Serial number is 2001556. So this will be very important when we are connecting this power supply with our PC software. In order to connect over USB, this serial number will be required. So if we go inside, this is, if we press OK now, we set in the factory default setting. Then they have also provided key test feature. If we enable that, we will be able to test each and every key whether they are working properly or not. System, memory, key lock, left arrow, right arrow, up, down, right, and then on and off. So this is there in the system menu. Let's see what is there in memory. So this here offers 5 predefined configuration which we can set. So we can set voltage, current limit, and then output voltage protection, output current protection we can set. So they have provided space for 5 memory setting which we can set, and this will be very handy if we want to configure in usually required configuration. So we can, for example, press this and whole configuration will be set according to this configuration. See, now if we go to this setting, the configuration will be set accordingly. Okay, so then there is another key which is key lock. So this, if you long press this, it will enable all the keys on the front panel, so you won't be able to do anything. Right, this is mainly useful when you have put your embedded board connected and some testing is going on and you don't want anyone to disturb your testing, so you can key lock and leave it for testing. In order to disable it, you need to long press again. Key lock will be disabled. So now let us do some testing and see how it works. First of all, let me increase the overvoltage protection so that we'll be able to test it fully. Then our current protection as well. So now I can raise the voltage. So if I press on and off button, 5 volt will be on the terminal. So let me do one thing. I'll set up my Fluke 179 multimeter so that you will be able to see how accurate this power supply is. So as you can see, this power supply is on and it is set to 5 volt and output it is showing 5.000, and on Fluke multimeter also it is showing 5.001. Let us go down a little bit. So at 1 volt power supply is 1.000 and my multimeter is showing 1.001. So you can see how accurate it is. Let us see at 1.5 volt. One is saying 1.500. Fluke multimeter is saying 1.501. Let us increase the voltage. 9.50, 9.499, 9.50. Very accurate. Let's see at 15.5 volt, 15.50, 15.50. Let's see at maximum voltage. Setting is 30.000, 29.999, 30.000, 30.00. So it's fairly accurate. Let's see at very low voltage, even below 1 volt. So this is now 10 millivolt and it is able to set it to 10 millivolt, 11 millivolt, and you are able to see it is fairly accurate. Let us see at 110 millivolt, it is 111 millivolt, and Uwan's display is showing 110 millivolt. Quite accurate. Now let me show you how this power supply works with a load. So in order to test this power supply, I'll be using this DC electronic load. So this is the load connection and this is the power supply output. I'll connect it here, and this load works with 12 volt external power supply. And let me put it like this so that you can see. So right now it is set to 5.0 volt, 0.2 ampere. If I press it, we will be able to load 0.2 ampere approximately. So let me set the voltage to 5 volt. power it on. 0.2 ampere. So if I press this, it will start loading, and you can see 0.186 ampere it is consuming. So let me try to increase the current. I'll switch off the load and I will increase the current. Let me put it 1 amp, sorry. Okay, 1 ampere. I'll switch it on. So now it is consuming 0.982 and it is showing 4.88 volt because there is a wire, so some voltage drop will be there in the wire. And this electronic load is not precision load, so there will be difference in current measurement. That's why we are setting it to 1.00 ampere, but actually it is consuming 0.978 ampere. So let us try to increase the current to 2 ampere and let's see how it works. Yep, it's working fine. So let me show you how current limit works. So right now it is sinking 2 ampere, but if my current limit is at 1.5 ampere, when I press it on, it will limit current to 1.5 ampere. Because now it is getting into current limit mode, output voltage is limited. If I increase the current limit, the voltage will increase. So that's how this power supply works. Now let me also show you backside of this power supply. So on the back side we have AC input, then we have USB B-type connector, and then we have RS-232. So this power supply can be connected to your PC via USB or RS-232, and you can control it using software given by Uwan, or you can also use SCPI commands in order to control your power supply. So in my next video, I will show you how to control this power supply using SCPI commands as well as using Uwan's PC software. I hope you found this information useful, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much.